Hi guys, welcome back to the Astrology. Today we are going to be talking about the transit of Rahu and Ketu into the sign of Aquarius and Leo respectively. In this video, we are talking about the transit impact of Rahu and Ketu for the sign of Gemini. You can watch this video both from a Gemini moon as well as Gemini rising perspective, ascendant sign perspective. Now guys, this month we've had another transit, which is for this planet of Jupiter. We prepared a detailed video for Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. If you've not had a chance, please go ahead and check that video out as well. It was done for the duration of till October itself. Now, the transit of Rahu and Ketu is happening on 29th of May, which is the true transit. It is not 18th. 18th is, yes, it is reaching the cusp, but the true transit will occur on 29th. And it will be lasting till December 5th, 2026, right? We've also done a video on Saturn's transit into the sign of Pisces for Gemini. Guys, if you've not had a chance, you must check out because Saturn has come into the 10th house. All these transits, you are having some pretty interesting impacts. Saturn the 10th, Jupiter coming into the sign of Gemini in your ascendant, and now this transit of Rahu and Ketu with Ketu coming in your third house while Rahu coming into the ninth. Without further ado, folks, we are going to be deep diving into this video to understand how these planetary movements are going to be impacting you for the next few months. What are the strategies you must keep in mind so that you rule your planets? All right, let's get started. So, guys, as you can see, that Rahu is placed in your 11th house. He is the co-owner of your house of fate, luck, principles, discipline that you've got from your father, your moral compass. Whilst Ketu is placed in your house of hard work, courage, in the third house in the sign of Leo. Ketu is the co-owner of your sixth house, sign of Scorpio, and he is sitting 10 places away into your third. Whilst Rahu is the co-lord of Aquarius, he tends to get exalted into the signs of Gemini and Virgo. Thereby, this transit of Rahu, beautiful, extremely powerful, coming into play. And on the other side of things, Ketu's transit is also crucial because he is not just going to be giving the impact of your Scorpio sign, but also Sagittarius and Pisces, where he tends to do well. So when you are looking into this reading and trying to understand what is going to be the impact in your life, you will have to also check your natal status of Mercury and Saturn to understand Rahu's performance. And your chart in your natal chart is going to become extremely critical. Without understanding of your natal chart, any prediction of the transit may not make that sense. Having called out that caveat, I would want to draw your attention towards your ninth house itself. Ninth house is the house that shows your luck, your fortune, your fate coming into play. It depicts your father, it depicts your moral values, it depicts the growth of your boss, it depicts your superiors, your manager, whom you report into, your mentor, your seniors, your religion, your spirituality, the good deeds that you are accumulating. It is your house of higher education, post-graduation for that matter. And when Rahu is coming into this house, oh my gosh, there will be such a deep impact in all these areas, especially because for Gemini and Virgos, I mentioned this to Virgos as well. Rahu becomes extremely crucial for you, and that is why I'm getting started with that. We'll talk about Ketu in a bit. But this Rahu is going to bring an expansion of your luck. It is going to bring an expansion of your fortune. You are going to see that one way or the other, you will find destiny playing critical role. Things are going to become easy for you, especially if you have a good Rahu placement in your natal chart as well, guys. If that placement is good, then this Rahu is going to give you so much of magnanimous outcome with respect to your fate, that wherever you feel that you are getting stuck, luck will be your savior, your fate will be your savior, destiny will come and it is going to hold your hand. Good bit happening from that perspective. This is also going to be a very solid indicator that somewhere or the other you will be inclined to learn new topics, new subjects which are of different religion, different culture, different background. Your interest in terms of maybe many of you might plan to pursue international education. You might plan to pursue higher education in a different country, in a different land itself. That is also a strong possibility. But learning topics that have been new to you, learning topics that have been alien to you, is going to become your interest area. And you are going to excel in that. You are going to spend time and you are going to do a magnanimous growth in your knowledge, in your understanding of subjects. See, third and sixth, both impacts are going to come. You are also going to see an expansion in yourself, metaphorically. You are going to see your growth in terms of monetary terms. You are going to see your growth in terms of your career, in terms of your brand image, brand equity, your respect that you command from the market, maybe expansion with respect to your family circle as well. Which means that if you are married and you're looking forward to expand your family, well, that is very much possible. Eventually, Rahu, you see, is giving an aspect to your fifth house too. It can bring expansion in terms of your romance. You meeting somebody, and you know what happens when we are in love? We feel complete. I was watching this video. I'm so sorry, I'm digressing a bit, guys. I run this channel as if I talk to you guys. So please bear with me for a second. So I was watching this. What is the difference between complete and finish? It's a hilarious one. And this guy says that when you meet the right person, you feel complete. But when you meet the wrong one, you're finished. So every time now I think of this word complete, this example just rushes into my head. People are creative. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you are in love, you feel complete. And Rahu is going to help you achieve that completeness. It is going to fulfill what is incomplete, left, unaccomplished. And that's going to be the beauty with this Rahu coming to your 11th house, because he rules your house of fortune. It's an important placement. Yes, Saturn is again placed in your 10th house, directionally beautiful, but you would be working your ass off at this point in time, Geminis. You will be working really hard. But now this Rahu is also going to bring that stroke of luck. My gosh, it is going to be such a positive impact from that perspective. Then what you are also going to observe is that this is going to be the period where you are going to embark upon some long distance journeys, long travel. You will be making plans for long distance as well, as in for a longer duration. You will be thinking long term in your life now. You would want to play the long game. That is going to become crucial, but there is a high possibility that many of you might have to embark on journeys. You might have to travel around, and you will do well. You are going to enjoy traveling to foreign lands, foreign connections coming into play, gains coming into play from foreign lands and connections. That is also going to be a high probability. And thereby, interest in religion, interest in pilgrimages in different countries. Maybe many of you watching my channel, you're a Muslim, you have to travel to Mecca and Medina. Christian, you end up traveling to the Vatican City. As a Hindu, you end up traveling to Mansarovar Yatra, those kind of things. I don't know if it is stopped, but Amarnath, those kind of tough journeys. You will go far away and you will embark upon tough journeys and you will really cherish them. You will enjoy doing that too. You could come in contact with people from the foreign land who could end up playing a significant role in your career. They could be your bosses, they could be your mentors. I'm sitting far away. You start learning a lot of my videos. That's just an example, guys. Not too much about myself. All I mean to say is, momentarily, I'm acting like your teacher, like your mentor. With whatever limited knowledge I have, I'm sharing it with you guys, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that sort of connection, those kind of incidents where you get in touch with people. You learn something new from them and you grow, you expand through. That is going to happen for you, Geminis. This is also going to be a good growth period opportunity for your managers, your superiors, your bosses, your father. They could see expansions of some sort. They could see growth of some sort, because stroke of luck is going to be favorable. You are going to be lucky for them. I can tell you, you should go and share this video with your manager and ask them to watch this particular bit, because this is going to be the period because you are going to be acting as if like a catalyst, some way or the other to impact their expansion, their growth. You could be, your project does well, you can bring in some ideas. Your bosses must collaborate with you, brainstorm you with you, whiteboard with you, or your father for that matter. They will also do well. Your mentors will do well. So please watch more of my videos. I'll do Geminis. I need more of you as an audience. I just realized that. But jokes aside, but it's a terrific movement coming in from that perspective from Rahu. But there are certain challenges as well. There could be, and see, Rahu has a tendency of giving some kind of an issues as well, because he has a unsatiable appetite. He doesn't have a tummy. There's no lower portion. So he makes you extremely ambitious, gregarious to a certain extent. And that would also mean that you would not know where to stop. You would be pushing your limits in terms of doing more, traveling more, accomplishing more, fighting for more, risking more, being more ambitious, because you realize that your luck is with you and you want to stretch that luck. Guys, that can be tricky. You will have to know where to stop. And that is what Ketu is going to do. But we'll come to that in a bit. Now, this Rahu is giving an aspect to your first house. Guys, as I just mentioned this, being that extraordinarily ambitious person in the next 18 months is what you are going to be. You would desire more, you would want more, you would be surprised how much you want to accomplish this time around. It is going to bring in some level of expansion across the board, or at least in certain parts of your life, in terms of your assets, in terms of your education, in terms of your knowledge, in terms of your family members, in terms of your wealth. Health is something that you could potentially ignore, and I would want you to be watchful. The good part is Jupiter is going to be coming in there. At least he's going to be there for some time, and then he's going to get exalted in your second house. So we've done that video in detail, guys. Please go ahead and check that out too. But that sort of an expansion is also going to be there for you. That growth is going to be there for you. Then this Rahu is going to make you a risk taker. Is giving an aspect to your third house. And there is going to be expansion with respect to your romances. So many of you might get into relationships one after the other. You might not be satisfied. There is something more that you would want. There is something more that you would demand, and that could make you unhappy as well. That is the problem with Rahu. And remember, this is not just for the single folks. We'll talk about Ketu's aspect in the 7th house. So relationships are going to be tricky. You will have to be careful from that perspective, that you just don't continue to flipping the page. You'll have to stop somewhere. You'll have to understand that what is right for you from a partnership perspective, from a romance perspective. You'll have to value your better half, your other half, the ones that complete you. You'll have to value them as well. It's going to be extremely important. Education should be shining. I see people who are looking forward to associate themselves from foreign education, foreign colleges, schools, institutions, graduation, post-graduation kind of degrees and stuff. You're going to do well, guys. You are going to see some substantial rise in that area. Otherwise, too, I think there is going to be a lot more in terms of appetite that you would want to grasp. You would want to get more done, and that is where you would want to be. Like, I can't caution you enough in terms of you taking too much on your plate. I would want you to practice caution with respect to how you go about doing your investments. There could be certain speculative tendencies that could be on the rise. Now, that is because I see expansion and growth. I see success coming in your way. And don't get me wrong, Ketu's aspect to the 11th is not bad. He's going to help you. But the moment you are caught up in that cycle of extraordinary amount of greed, or you want to just continue to multiply, being too ambitious can actually get tricky for you, my friends. And that is what you will have to focus for. So speculative activities is where, just the other day, I think it was Monday, when I had this consultation of this gentleman whom I had warned not to invest in cryptocurrency. He did. And he came back to me and he was doing a reading, and I've lost so much. I'm all red in my portfolio. But sometimes greed affects us. Forget it. There has been a bloodbath in the US stock market as well. I took some crazy shit hit. But see, as long as you stick to your principles, as long you stick to your knowledge, Geminis, you are good with it. The speculation will become intelligent or calculated risk. And that is where I will be okay with, because Geminis, you are going to flourish with that. But if it is a game of roulette where you have no idea as to how things are going to pan out, and some of you know I love roulette. And you know that the odds are stand up against you, they're skewed against you. And then leveraging that Rahu's greed is going to be risky. It might not, you might run out on your luck. So just be careful on that front. Then this Rahu will also give you a very strong ability to express your thought process, to go ahead and represent yourself, your company, the place where you work, or your boss, your team, whatever, in informal meetings, informal conferences, informal meetings, business conferences. So those kind of activities will be on the rise. You will travel, especially related to work, related to business, extensively in the next 18 months. And the good part is that the travel will start becoming luxurious over a period of time. You will start spending handsomely, which will be equally rewarding as well. But on the other side of the spectrum, you will have a Ketu who tends to make a person introverted by character if stationed in the third house. I don't know if you guys have spent time watching my planets and all the houses videos. Please do that. I've talked about Ketu's placement in all houses, and you can analyze your natal chart as well from that. And then this transit will make all the more sense for you. Similarly, Rahu in all houses, Jupiter in all houses. I've done a detailed video on that. And the reason I'm alluding to is that I've seen natively when Ketu is there in the third house, a lot of the times a person is introverted by nature. And this is where, when this transit comes into play, you are going to see one risk, that there will be a sense of lethargy, being tired, even before you get started with the work. Don't get me wrong, Geminis. I know you are working hard, and I know you will continue to work hard. I don't have any doubts about it. But what I'm anticipating is that, Geminis, you are going to be having a packed 8, 9, 10 hours day schedule. And even before you get started, you feel all drained that, oh my gosh, I have to slog for 9 hours. Not that you will shy away from that slog, but somewhere or the other, that motivation could be seeing a dip. There will be a natural level of lethargy, tiredness. And this is because you might have overwhelmed yourself with a very tight, packed schedule, day in, day out. After all, Ketu is the Lord of the sixth house, your day to day activities, your hard work, your efforts, your obstacles, your challenges. It's coming into third. You will be every morning or every evening punching your way through, overcoming those issues, overcoming those problems, the obstacles that are coming your way. You're a student watching this video, you might have piled up with a lot of stuff that you have to accomplish, and you have to finish that within certain deadlines. And you would be like, my gosh, how do I structure this? You are at work, you've taken additional responsibilities. There could be silent push coming in from your boss as well, by the way, Geminis, that they might keep pumping in more work towards you. And they feel good about it. It's not that they are like they're doing this to harass you or something. But I think, Geminis, your leadership, your bosses, your mentors, your guides, your father could realize that you are being fortunate for them. If you are getting involved, it's turning out positive. It's a good period, Geminis, for you. But the risk of that, the flip side of that is that this could mean a lot more coming to your plate. And it could be overwhelming. It could be difficult to digest. And there is going to be enormous amount of work, enormous amount of effort that is going to be required from you. And you might feel like going into a shell. You might feel as if, what the hell is happening to me? Why is it happening to me? I was not prepared for it. Some of you might have that feeling. Now, we can only understand that based on your natal dasha and antardasha. But remember, Saturn is also in your 10th. So he's going to enjoy that. I'm not saying that you're not going to enjoy it. You are still going to give your best foot forward. You're not going to be shying away from anything of that sort. And it's a Raj Yoga, guys. Rahu is coming into the 9th. And then the true lord of it, Saturn, coming into 10th, second place from itself. I know he's the 8th lord as well, and we've done a detailed video. I will want you to go and check that out to understand what I mean to say. But work is going to become focal for you. Many of you will quit whatever you are doing and you will get started on your own. You'll start something of your own. You are going to build something of your own at this point in time. Entrepreneurship will be on the rise. Startup mindset will be on the rise. Rahu is going to bring expansion for the people who are working in startups as well. He's giving an aspect to the 5th house. And Ketu is going to bring that interest that you want to take some risk and do it. There will be a lot of obstacles. See, he's coming 6th to 10th. So obstacles are promised. And Ketu is going 10th to itself. So workaholism, madness towards work, everything revolving around your karma is going to be the focal. And you are going to roll up your sleeves and work in that direction. But it will be demanding, it will be crucial. Good part is, I anticipate if everything is decent in your natal chart, Geminis, you're going through a decent dasha, you will do exceedingly well in terms of tackling those obstacles too. I also see that because of your busy schedule, there could be some level of distancing from your siblings, from your neighbors. You might not be able to spend enough time in socializing and spending too much time in social activities. You might even refrain from social friend network to a certain extent. Less of Facebook, less of Instagram, less of whatever dating apps and stuff. I don't know whatever is happening in the market right now, or I just keep coming on YouTube. But whatever apps are existing in the world, especially that are related to networking, LinkedIn, you will be pulling yourself away. You would want to spend a peaceful time with a small coterie of friends, with your family maybe, and see what you can do in terms of creating value, creating excitement for whatever valuable time you're able to spend with them. So this Ketu is going to pull you away from a lot of social gatherings, social activities. You would not enjoy that much in the next 18 months. Then this Ketu is also going to make you so busy that it might pull you from certain kind of hobbies, interests that you've been pursuing. And I would want you to be careful from that front. Health is going to be imperative. Hitting the gym, working out for some time, taking time for your body is going to be crucial. Food is going to be crucial, guys. Geminis, it is going to be absolutely crucial for you to take care of your food habits and stuff. But I'm not too worried too much about this axis because Geminis, for you, Jupiter is coming in the first house. That is the best thing. So you will take care. Weight gains and stuff we had discussed in that video, but that bit is coming across from this reading from this axis as well. Then you have to understand here, because of all these shifts, there could be issues for some of you with respect to your partners, your married partner, your business partner, your spouse. There could be certain kind of a misalignment, or there could be not enough spending of time together. Not everything can be negative. Guys, I don't want you to be pursuing that there will be an increase in divorce. Some of the people keep on, in fact, some of you are even pinged based on the other contents that I've released, and people have Gemini moon and they asked me, Dev, can I expect a divorce, ending of relationships and stuff? No, guys. Please don't start thinking wild in your head automatically. I don't know which channels are promoting this thought that you guys get this kind of a fear and then come and question me. It is not absolute. There are multiple moving parts from a natal dasha perspective, natal chart perspective, transit over a different planet perspective, which all I cannot make. I can only do if I'm doing a live reading of a person. So Gemini is, you have to understand, when I'm saying that in a transit perspective, I see much of a busy period for you, which is probably limiting your time, growth coming in, monetary growth coming in from Rahu and stuff. It also means you get pulled from your social network, you get pulled from your siblings, you might get pulled away from your spouse as well. And you will have to literally, the remedy is you'll have to literally carve out a time. You'll have to be meticulous of some sort. You might have to, this might sound hilarious to some people, but in your relationship, you might have to define the dates. You might have to define as to which part of the week you might want to step out for dinner, drinks and stuff, or have time for romance, or have time for kids and stuff, or just to meet each other, have some quality time. You might have to book and block your calendar. That is the level of busy times I'm anticipating. But please, guys, value it, Geminis. What I'm trying to tell you here. This also means you cannot be taking your spouse or your business partner for granted. You'll have to ideate with them. You'll have to share your thought process. And Jupiter is there. He's going to help you. He's giving a good aspect. Albeit Saturn is also going to be giving an aspect. So you are going to be pious. You're going to be generous. You're going to be balanced. And that's exactly what Ketu also does. He's very similar in that behavior, but he might just pull you sometimes away. So having some level of simple remedies like visiting a spiritual place of worship, a spiritual place, making a habit in terms of traveling short distances to a nearby temple every evening may not be a bad idea. That could be acting like a remedy. In fact, in my Jupiter video also, for some of the folks, I've alluded to that bit, especially for the Aries. So Geminis, you will have to figure out that how you carve that balance, that time for yourself. You are a homemaker, you are a student, doesn't mean that all day you are just slogging yourself into work and you have no time to sit and stare. You will have to figure out that peaceful time of meditation. It's about your mental health as well. And I'm not talking when I'm saying this mental health thing from a Gemini moon perspective. Equally applicable to Gemini ascendants too. Then this Ketu is also going to bring in the possibility of some long distance travels that was being promised by Rahu as well. Again, with respect to the pilgrimage, this is with respect to any kind of a spiritual place that I was alluding. This Ketu is going to bring drastic amount of gains, success, wish fulfillment. If you continue to enjoy your work, enjoy the process, forget about the outcome. Enjoy the journey, forget about the destination. And you are anyways going to be busy. So Geminis, your investment with that true obsession, true madness, perfection that you seek in your work is going to be rewarding, is going to generate that output that you seek. It's just that you have to think like a horse. Don't be digressed in any other direction, but just be focused in what you have to do. And this Ketu can be tremendously rewarding, irrespective of what kind of a wish, what kind of a goal you have. Don't chase just getting XYZ number of marks or XYZ rank or a selection in a particular college. Just focus towards putting the efforts that are required to accomplish that outcome. You will succeed. You will meet the numbers that your office, your boss is asking you to. But you just focus on the activities that need to be done to accomplish those numbers. And you will succeed, Geminis. It is a good time. And that it is one of the decent axes. I would have preferred Rahu in the third and a Ketu in the ninth, but it's not a bad axis, but it's better for you, Geminis. This axis is better for you for the sheer reason that the way the fitment of Rahu is coming into your ninth and Ketu is coming into your third, it's enabling a lot of positivity. Yes, there will be situations where you will feel too much bogged down by these problems, by these obstacles. But you have to look back, maybe bookmark this video, revisit it at that point in time. That what did they say? You will fight your way through it. You will demolish every obstacle coming your way and you will win through it. It's just that sometimes it will be draining. That is what these 18 months are going to be like. These are busy periods, guys. And I've said that in Saturn video, I've emphasized that in Jupiter, and I'm repeating that again in this transit as well. All right. I hope, guys, you found this effort worthwhile. If you have, then you must smash on that like button, subscribe to the Astrology, and keep watching.